Right, welcome to Demetri's kitchen. So I'm not going to do the jiggle, I'm going to do jiggy on the spot. Jiggy on the spot, jiggy jiggy. Although jiggy in Greek means something different. Anyway, so today we are going to make an apple pie. We're going to do a dessert. I thought that would be a nice thing. Apologies to a friend out there who invited me to dinner. I was filming, it was too late. I misread your text, it was too late anyway, and I wouldn't have made it home, but thank you for the invite. Sorry if I let you down. Moving on. Oh, okay, yeah. So, for the filling, you are going to need 1 kg of Bramley apples, that's cooking apples. You're going to need 140 grams of golden caster sugar. You're going to need half a teaspoon of cinnamon, or I might put a bit more, and you can use 3/4 or a whole one, depending on your taste. And 3 tablespoons of flour. So this is for the filling, guys. You will also need a pie dish as well, of course, 12-inch or tiny 22 centimeters. Over here for the filling, for the pastry. For the pastry we have, what do we have? 350 grams of plain flour, 2 eggs, 250 g of butter, and you have here 50 grams of golden caster sugar. So that's what you're going to need. You're also obviously going to need, if I come over here, you're going to need cider to drink. It is an apple pie. So you've got your mixing bowls, you've got your tea towel, which I'll show you why I'm using that in a minute. For my friends in South America or southern states, you like your apple pies, do you not? Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to peel our Bramley cooking apples. We're going to peel them and core them. So I'm going to do that, and I'll get back to you when I've done that. So peeling is, just in case, peeling is really simple. Yeah, simple as that. Then quarter it, and then core it. So, I thought I'd show you, I've peeled the cooking apples. You can do this, by the way, without cooking apples, but it's just better with cooking apples. So, I'm going to, as I said, quarter them. And then it's quite easy just to take out the core, as such, yeah. Like that, so we've taken out the core. Just to show you again, take out the core, journey to the centre of the earth. I'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see, I've cored all the apples and quartered them. So we're going to do about 5 millimeters thick, okay? And then what we're going to do then is we're going to place them in either on a tea towel, clean tea towel, or kitchen paper, whatever you prefer. So 5 millimeters. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all on a tea towel, and then I'm going to fold the tea towel, and we're going to leave those for a while. This is so the tea towel absorbs the moisture, so they're not too soggy. So I'm going to get on doing the others, and I will probably drink a bit of cider in between, and then I'll be come back rosy cheeked, and you'll go, "He's been drinking," and you would be right. Now I'm going to, there's your apples, all sliced. Now I'm going to put the tea towel over them like this, and put them aside for while we do the pastry. Now for the pastry, you're going to need a large mixing bowl and a cup, because we're going to use 1.5 eggs. When I say that, we're going to use the yolk, we're going to 1 entire egg, the yolk of 1 egg, and the white we're going to put aside for glazing later, okay? So I'm just going to pick the camera up and move it so you can see what I'm doing. One moment. Okay, before we get to using stuff in the bowl, make sure you have basically cubed your butter, so it makes it easier to mix. Otherwise, you might have a bit of a struggle. So when I say cube, I've sliced it into 3 slices. Remember, it's 225G. And make sure your butter is room temperature. Mine's a little bit cold here, so that might create some difficulty. Right. By the way, I hope you're all well out there. I hope you're all bonny. I'm a little tired today. I've been filming for the last 2 days, and we'll be doing some more. So again, I'm playing he who should not be named, and I don't mean Voldemort. I mean he that lurks in warmer regions. I seem to play Satan quite a lot. Talk about doing typecast. If it's work, it's work. So, I'm bringing back my bowl. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cream the butter and the sugar together. Okay? You get that. You can use a God's sake, a blender, that's what I meant, a blender. So I'm mixing these two together first. What a strange old world it is at the moment, eh? Okay, it's beginning to look nice. Hopefully you have one of these big bowls as well. They are very useful. You're going to need another bowl to put the apples in a bit later on, because what we're going to do now is we're going to mix the pastry and then we're going to put it away, chill it in the fridge, wrap it in foil and put it in the fridge, foil, cling film, and then put it away in the fridge for 45 minutes to chill it. So now that consistency is looking good, I'm now going to break in a whole egg. So 1 whole egg going in. Let's put this to one side. Right, next, let's put this to one side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to separate the white from the yolk. So it's quite easy to do. You see what I'm doing, hopefully. So the white, again, is going to be used for glazing the pie later. Okay, so that's that. Let's get a bit more out. Okay, and I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to put the yolk into the bowl with the other. And then I'm going to continue mixing. You want to do this till it's almost kind of looking a little bit like scrambled egg, you know. So it was quite nice yesterday. You can't see my face, I don't think, right now, but yesterday I was, as I say, filming and I'm playing Satan. It's a kind of, can I say it? It's basically about a young man who stupidly takes drugs and party with his friends and dies. And then I come along and a battle ensues where I'm trying to, you know, basically say to him, if you want to save your life, you're going to have to give up your friends' lives. So hopefully you can see with this stuff. I'm now going to add, say, 1/3 of the flour at a time. And carry on mixing. There will come a time where I'm going to use my fingers. This is just to get it kind of started. Try to keep some in the bowl, as you can probably see. Right, I'm now going to use my fingers. So I don't need to show you all this. I'm going to be doing this. I'll show you the end product, which would be me lying on the floor with a bottle of wine. No! Okay, as you can see here, there we have our ball of dough. I'm now going to put it in cling film as I said. I'm just going to cut it. badly. Okay, so now I'm covering the with cling film. Please try and use cling film, as it is better. Okay, so that's now going to go in the fridge for 45 minutes. Alright? Okay, now I'm going to... so the other bowl, I have now my other bowl, which I think I told you about earlier. I'm now just going to tip the sugar, the other amount, the filling sugar, the flour, and my half a teaspoon or slightly over of cinnamon. And we're just going to give that a little mix together. Yes, and then we're going to add the apples a bit later. But for now, I'm just doing this, and I will get back to you in now 40 minutes when the pastry has chilled. See you soon. Okay, we're getting to the final stages. So I'm just going to grease my pie dish. I'm sure you all know. I've also put the oven onto 170 Celsius, yeah? So that's pretty heating. Too old for that. Right, so we've greased the pie dish. I've got my dough out of the fridge, pastry out of the fridge. Here's the So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the apples into here. The good old mix. Smell that cinnamon already. No, very nice. I know, I'm not saying much. Everybody tells me I talk too much, and I don't talk. Other people say you're not saying anything. Demetri, please speak to us. And I am. The, and, bee, hive, grass. Okay, so put that to one side. If by magic, a cleaner table. Right, I've rolled it out slightly. I'm going to cut about a third of it off like so. The rest I'm going to wrap up to keep moist and fresh. Hopefully there's enough here to line the pie dish. I'm going to use some icing sugar. You don't have to use anything. You could use some flour. But I'm doing that because you can't really have too sweet a apple cake pie, can you? Okay, let's go all the way down. Okay, so I'm just saving time, so I've rolled the inner of the pie dish. That's like that. I'm now going to pour in the mixture. You might not be able to use it all, but it's meant to rise, be quite high anyway, so. Or have a deeper pie dish. This is going to be nice. So get your knife and cut around the edge. And then we can add this to the dough to the other dough, yeah? So put this to one side. I'm now going to roll out the remainder of the dough and cover the pie. Or tart, as my Irish wife, it's not a pie, it's a tart. Mind you, this is a challenge for me because it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, and the challenge was to make an apple tart or pie as well as the Irish can. And to be honest, it's been about, it's got to be about 30 years since I've made an apple tart. I've made other things, mince tarts or whatever, but apple tart, it's been a long time. Right, so you're going to need water to dab at the edge, okay, of your pastry. Let's get this on the go. And yes, it's Bing Crosby in the background again. You've heard it 100 times, I apologise. I don't, hard cheese. Right. I'm getting my water. I'm dabbing the edge of the pastry, as I said. And then going to flip this one I need for the egg. Right, hopefully this will not split. Let's just move it so you can see what I'm doing. We want to squeeze around the edges. I perhaps could have made the lining a bit thicker. Right, it is what it is now. Obviously you can see I've got quite a bit of pastry left over. But as I said, it's been 30 years. Hopefully her in-laws will be happy. Okay, so now we're just going to cut the edge. Yeah, I've been married this year 27 years. Which is surprising because we're so very different. I've probably told you she's a lawyer. I'm an arty-farty. So that's that. I'm now going to prick the pie, and we're now going to glaze it. You can use milk or egg, it's entirely up to you, or combination. Again, it's entirely up to you. So did I tell you the oven I've preheated at 170, if I haven't told you that already. And we're going to stick this in for 40 to 45 minutes. Okay? You can turn it up, it's depending on your oven. Say a fan oven 170, a normal oven perhaps 190. Okay? But just keep an eye on the pie. Yeah? If you want to, you could make decorations, leaves like I've done before with that. So do tune in because I'm going to be a bit messy. I'm now, because it's her birthday tomorrow, I'm now going to make some scones. Okay? Because part of the requirement for having a peaceful day on her birthday for me was scones and apple pie. Well, she says apple tart, but I think a tart is a little bit thinner, isn't it? Alright, so this is that. I will show you in 45 minutes. That's 3:30 over here, it's 3:30, and I will show you then. Thanks for watching.